going to be a real one about something that society today is lacking in. The word is called empathy. We all could have a little more empathy, a lot more empathy, honestly. And before we dive deep into it, what is empathy? We can switch empathy with one word: understanding. When you listen to somebody, you can empathize with them. That means you can understand them. Every human yearns to be understood, just being heard, seen, acknowledged. Have some empathy. You can empathize with somebody on what they've done, why they've done it, even if it's wrong, even if it's something that you wouldn't have done, even if, it goes against your morals or principles, it's still something that we all could work on. We can empathize. And when somebody is understood, they're less likely to continue doing whatever it is, or bash themselves, or isolate from the world, or feel suicidal and depressed because no one understands me, no one hears me, nobody sees me, don't nobody feel my pain, nobody's going through or has been through what I've been through. Let me tell you, everybody has been through something. And let's stop judging because I've been through this and this is way worse than yours. It's not about comparison. Everybody is given, basically just given tests throughout life, and your circumstances, your environment, these are things that you don't have the most control over, but what you do have control over is yourself. And these things, your perspective, it builds the character, it builds the person. So maybe you are tougher. Maybe, maybe that situation that somebody else is complaining about is something that you can't even fathom complaining about because you've been there, done that, already over that. There's something that you dealt with as a child and they're just going through it as an adult. We all grow at different paces. It's okay. Stop comparing, stop judging, and just have empathy. When you go to talk to someone and you having a conversation, if you can't turn off your reactions, your comments, you just want to jump in and solve a problem, or you want to just give your part of the story, or you just want to talk instead of letting that person talk, instead of listening. If you can't listen, you're not going to show empathy, okay? You have to have empathy and listen to understand. And this will prove valuable time and time again. It will repeatedly show that you are somebody that I can connect with. Without empathy, there's no connection. Okay, without empathy, there's no understanding, there's no building, there's no teams, there's no progress. There's no improvement. We're always improving the mind. And if you can't have empathy, there'll be little to no improvement. You will become stagnant because your value is determined by others. So if you have empathy for others, simply just understanding, just wanting to understand, listening to understand, talking to understand, just having that alone will propel you so far, so quickly, it won't make no sense. I'm telling you, the world could have more empathy. The world could have more empathy. Uh, Everything nowadays is in comparison. You got man versus women. You got gay versus straight. You got alpha versus beta. You got leader versus follower. You got all of these comparisons. Stop that. We're all human. We're all people. And we all have been through things, have to learn through things, and have things that have obstacles where we're stuck and don't know what to do. It's normal. And it's okay. You don't have to agree with the person to have empathy. You don't have to side with that person to empathize their situation. You don't have to You don't have to follow or like what somebody's saying to empathize uh, on that person's situation or what they're talking about, or their experience. You don't have to be submissive or seem weak or fall under to have empathy. Empathy is not sympathy. Sympathy is me patting you on the back. It's okay. It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. You'll never learn from that. Empathy is I understand why you do what you do or you've done what you've done, but you can do better, or, I'm not agreeing with you. I understand, what made you act a certain way. I understand what made you do something. And in this situation, what I'm talking about, usually somebody will lash out, and then it's like the kid in the principal's office, and it's like the principal could have empathy for the kid if he was getting bullied and he fought back, and now you're both in trouble. Okay, I can empathize with that, but fighting is wrong. That's empathy versus sympathy, where it's like, oh no, I'm gonna coddle you. The situation ain't your fault. Nothing, you learn nothing from sympathy. Sympathy is used in a different sense. Okay, empathy is simply understanding. Let's have more empathy in the world today, okay, guys? Let's have more empathy. Let's have more understanding. And that way we could truly grow together. We can connect. We could really build. We put emphasis on community and legacy and freedom and all of these things. But these things are in unison. And we have to come together and have empathy in order to truly gain these qualities of life. So let's have more empathy in the world, guys. All right? Love you all. Thank you for tuning in.